So I have just this kind of random thought. It's more questions than it is answers. But I just wanted to throw it out there to the world just to start the conversation. I'd love to talk to maybe some clinical psychologists about this or people who deal with mental health. But we're in 2021, and I think we've made great strides in breaking down stigmas surrounding mental health. I personally, in my company, we've been able to be a part of a lot of initiatives and organizations that are dedicated to breaking those stigmas and getting people the mental health that they need. And so it's amazing, right? So whether you're struggling, whether it be depression or anxiety, or if it's just stress, it's important to normalize conversations around behavioral health and around mental health, to where we have things like mental health days or things that are good for our overall well-being. But my thought is, even though with all of the good and progress we've made towards normalizing topics around mental health, I feel like there's also been kind of like a detriment to it, in the sense that we are now coddling mental weakness. And so like where's the bridge or the border between mental health and mental toughness? And the reason why I'm saying that is because just as I look at society and I see how people are engaging in society and interacting with each other, and the way especially young people are able to handle stress, because we're now normalizing these conversations, which again is a good thing. It's almost like a lot of people, especially what I see in young people, are using mental health as kind of a crutch to continue to be mentally weak, to not develop mental toughness. And, I was reading in a book, it was a personal growth and development book, and it was talking about physical strength. And, it's scientifically proven that you should introduce healthy amounts of physical stress to your body so that you can increase your immune system. So things like, people that dip into the cold baths, or people who are going to the gym. This is stressful on your body, but these healthy amounts of physical stress actually develop a stronger body, a stronger immune system, so that you can withstand higher levels of stress. And I also feel that with mental stress, right? So the more you persevere through adversity and through trials, the stronger your mental toughness becomes, and so you're able to handle deeper levels of stress. And so, some people, they go through something that's like relatively minor, and their entire world falls apart. And I've talked to people to where they're like, oh my gosh, I'm in such a toxic living environment, in a toxic work environment, or I have these toxic, we use that phrase, toxic relationships, and whatever it is, it's toxic. And what they mean by that is destroying my well-being, my mental health, and I can't function. And some of these people are literally like falling apart. And when I dig deeper and ask questions, some of the things that they're dealing with are like relatively minor, where a normal human being should be able to withstand what they're going through. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, if you were to go through something that was actually like earth-shattering and devastating, what would happen to you? And so again, I think mental health is important. We need to talk about it. But at what point do we say, hey, look, you just need to suck it up and quit being a baby about this? You need to persevere through this so that you're not emotionally weak, right? So that you can actually excel in life and not fall apart over every little thing. And so again, I don't want to sound insensitive or like a jerk, but at the same time, I think it's the most loving thing to do, is to help people grow and be strong, and to be able to withstand normal amounts of stress, because everybody's life is filled with things that are going to bring stress. Nobody goes to work and just every day is like, running on a cloud of rainbows and everybody's smiling and laughing. It's like, no, there's stressful things that happen in work. Now I get there's toxic work environment. I do understand that there's businesses that have cultures that are really unhealthy and things like that. But the more and more I talk to people, especially younger people, the amount of stress that they're able to handle is extremely low. And I am concerned. And so, again, just kind of throwing the conversation out there, the balance between mental health and mental toughness. Where do we draw the line? Where, at what point are we no longer helping people, but we're enabling them to be babies and mentally weak? So anyway, what are your thoughts?